my favorite seat. Uh-oh. Excuse me, do you mind?
Hasbro news. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And this one is definitely not the greatest. I have been pretty positive about Quaddrive in the past, like with Katana Muramasa, and I've also been pretty negative, like with Salvage Valtryek. But this time we are getting news that I just don't think is good at all, and I don't think you could spin it in any way that is good. Before we get into the news though, hit that like button. We're gonna try and hit 1,000 likes, and hit subscribe to join the Nuc Nation if you are not subscribed. And if you don't like, you're gonna get Beyblasted. Don't mess with me, guys. I'll get you. The news is of Astral Spryzen and Guilty Luinor. Let's go ahead and just peel the bandage off. We're gonna look at Guilty Luinor first. I think it's the least offensive out of the two. And as you can see, they definitely cut down a lot of the gimmicks as expected. We can't expect Hasbro to do any metal on their normal releases, although they could have at least painted all the dragon heads the silver, but they only did the 2. It's also missing a lot of the details as well. As you could expect, the yellow sticker detail is gone, and it's just really basic and kind of dumbed down. They cut down the shape as well. They made it more round. I assume because they nerfed the slopes, probably. I mean, Takara Tomy always makes their Longinuses really good, and Hasbro nerfs them pretty heavily. The shape just doesn't protrude as much, which means it's not going to hit as hard, or it's going to hit pretty hard still, but burst more often. Taking a look at the part breakdown, you can see that Karma was reduced as well, the disc. They typically make their discs a lot thinner. Sometimes it's not as bad as others. This one doesn't look as bad to me, but they still are cutting down the weight. And then for the performance tip, the armor tip is destroy, which is fine, I guess. No free spinning part though. And then for the normal, like the core tip, it's like a defense tip. I think it's orbit, but I mean, who knows? We've seen the Hasbro version of Mobius before, and that was way different. I'm gonna assume it's orbit. But now let's move on to Astral Spryzen. And oh, this one's bad. This one's really, really bad. At first glance, it doesn't look bad, okay? They got a lot of the detailing right. I mean, it has the blue, the gold, the red, obviously. Why they couldn't just add a little bit more gold to the certain areas, I don't know. Like, at least complete the Spriggan, like, horns or, like, the crown. Maybe add more gold to the Spriggan heads on the side. That would cost them, like, 2 cents, probably. Maybe 5 cents in paint. But really, compared to Salvage Valtryek or Guilty Luinor, it doesn't look that bad. But here's the bad part. The biggest gimmick with Astral Spriggan, the Takara Tomy one, wasn't that it had rubber or that it had metal on the layer. It was that it could flip sides, one side being right spin and one side being left spin. World Spriggan had that exact same gimmick. And for Hasbro's World Spryzen back in Surge, they removed that. They did not do that. And they're doing the same thing with Astral Spryzen here. You are getting one side of the layer. The disc, which is over for Takara Tomy, is also getting a pretty major nerf. I mean, Hasbro's known to nerf their discs. Sometimes it's not so bad, like the Nexus disc, and then some of their exclusive discs are pretty cool as well. Over and Giga are ones that got cut down a lot. It just looks a lot thinner. It probably weighs a lot less. For the performance tip, I mean, we had the Quattro driver for Takara Tomy, which had 4 different modes. Obviously, Hasbro was not going to do that. We only get 2. The armor tips mode is like a balance tip. Take it off and you get, I assume, is the attack tip from Quattro, just a basic flat. That's kind of what it looks like, just a standard flat tip. Let's look at what was removed or cut down from Guilty Luinor. There is no metal, obviously. The shape is nerfed. The details are obviously not quite there, and the Destroy driver was made into a Quaddrive version. Those nerfs are about what you could expect from Hasbro releases. Just cut down weight, cut down price. Not surprising. But let's look at what was cut down from Spryzen. You have half the bay.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Literally, there is only the left spin version, not the right spin. The disc is going to get a severe nerf, just like Giga got a severe nerf. And for the tip, you only have 2 modes when we were supposed to have 4 from Quattro. That just goes above and beyond what you can expect from Hasbro nerfs, in my opinion. Like, you're getting half of the Bay. Actually, less than half, because you're getting a lot of the modes from Quattro cut out. Some of you might be saying that, you know, Astral Spriggan came in a more expensive set, so it's more expensive and harder to get, which is true. Hasbro's probably going to release the right spin mode of Astral in like a double pack or something like they normally would. So to get both the right and left spin side of Astral is just going to cost you. If Hasbro is your only option, that's your only option. It's kind of what you have to get in order to have fun with newer Beyblades. But for Astral Spryzen especially, I'm able to play with this, the full version of Spriggan. But for you guys, for Hasbro people, you have something that's really, really cut down, and you'll probably have to buy another version of Spriggan or Spryzen in a double pack to get anywhere near the full experience. So yeah, it's definitely pretty disappointing. If you want to get the full version of Astral, go and buy the Takara Tomy one, or if you can't do that and you have to wait for Hasbro, I guess wait a year or 2 for the Pro Series release. I am interested to see what you guys think about Guilty and Astral in the comment section down below. Are you guys like happy with these bays? Are you disappointed like I am? Just let me know. And while you're down there leaving your comment, you may as well hit subscribe to join the Nuc Nation and hit that like button as well. We're gonna try and hit 1,000 likes. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun and bay away.